I'm Dr. WKD Keerthirathne, Senior Lecturer in Education at Rajarat University of Sri Lanka, Mihintale. Today, I'm going to discuss about origin of psychology. When you find information on origin of psychology, it can be seen that the word is not originally an English word. This English word psychology is derived from Greek language. The mother form of this word is spirit, psyche, not spirit, psyche. This word psyche combines with logia and form a word called psychology. The meaning of word this spirit is psyche is spirit or soul. Meaning of this Greek word psyche is spirit or soul. Logia means study. When combine these two words spirit and logia, it is visible that it is the study of human soul or spirit. It is the word study of spirit or soul. So if someone asks to say what is the meaning of this word psychology, then you can give an answer. It is the study of spirit or soul. The one thing you should understand, what I want to emphasize here, the word psychology is derived from Greek language, from Greek word psyche, and the next word logia. When combine these two words together, it forms a word called psychology, that is English word. Meaning of this word is study of spirit or human soul. Discussing about human soul was a topic of Greek philosophy, especially Plato and Aristotle discuss about this subject area or the human soul or human spirit in their teachings. So therefore, some educators who find or scholars who find about origin of psychology say that it can be seen in Greek philosophy. In short, origin of psychology can be seen in Greek philosophy. Plato and Aristotle are the founder of this subject in that sense. According to that, we can identify origin of psychology can be seen in ancient Greek philosophy. The subject psychology, when it developed as a perfect discipline, interpreted in many ways. The time to time, psychologists, with the passage of time, when the subject developed as a separate discipline, it was labeled or defined in numerous ways. The first definition on psychology was psychology is the science about the soul. It is the science about the soul. Psychologists who came later rejected this definition and they wanted to introduce new one or form new definition. According to psychologists who came after the first definition, introduce it as a science of mind. Psychology is the science of mind or the study of science of mind. Psychologists who came after these two definitions wanted to find more information about psychology. They wanted to study this systematically and scientifically. These psychologists who studied psychology as a scientific and systematic study introduced psychology as a science on the conscience. But these third definitions too came to criticism, or these third definitions also was criticized by psychologists. Then they introduced new one, or they defined psychologies in a new way. That is psychology as a study about man. But with the passage of time, with the development of this perfect discipline, the fifth definition of psychology was somewhat different from the first four definitions. They introduced psychology as a discipline that studies the behavior of the living. But it was the same thing happened to this definition when more experiments and researches were conducted by psychologists who came after the first five definitions. Now the modern definitions or the present definition on psychology, it is the systematic and scientific study of behavior and mental process. Someone asked, according to modern psychologists, what's the definition you can give on psychology? So you say psychology is a systematic and scientific study of behavior and mental process. So now we see this discipline psychology was defined in different ways when it developed as a perfect discipline over hundred. Another thing we should know here, this discipline was developed or it became a perfect discipline under several schools. The first school of psychology is structuralism. Those who followed structuralism were known as structuralists. The second school of psychology is functionalism. Those who followed this functionalism were called functionalists. After these first two, structuralism and functionalism, behaviorism came the next school of the school, so psychology. So after this school, behaviorism, psychoanalysis school became the next school of psychology. After this school or the psychoanalysis or psychoanalytic approach or the school, Gestalt psychology became the school of psychology. It can be included in cognitive psychology. If someone say it is cognitive psychology, it's okay because Gestalt psychology is also a part of cognitive psychology. Now we have humanistic psychology or the humanistic school. It is the most developed nature of this perfect discipline, psychology. Humanistic school discusses human abilities. It considers that human beings are human being can do anything and full of skills can be seen in human. So no one is above them. They are the they are the group of they are the most powerful group in the world. No one is there above human. Their skills are very great and they can do anything, they can create anything, they can change this world with the help of abilities they have. According to this, we were able to discuss, according to these short discussions, we were able to discuss what is psychology, definitions of psychology, schools of psychology, and how psychology was developed as a perfect discipline over 100 years. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Have a nice day.